Listen, they used to call it panem et circenses, bread and circuses. A republic turned empire learned a simple trick. When the people watch, they do not see. Gladiators fight, chariots race. The crowd roars, the Senate steals a nation. Justice is sold while the masses chant. The ruler smiles, the crowd applauds, the kingdom changes, unnoticed. That was then, this is now. The shape has changed, the tactic remains. Sports, streaming, scandals, virality, outrage theater, viral dances, endless scroll. The modern emperor learned to remake the arena for the same old theft, attention. Today I will tell you a story, a warning, a lesson, a map. I will show you how attention is harvested, how belief is manufactured, and how your consent is quietly purchased with pleasure, distraction, and fear. I'll teach you how to see the frame, how to protect your mind, and how to become the predator of your own attention, not its prey. Stay sharp, rule by rule, story by story. By the end, you will know the weapons they use and how to disarm them. The story they don't want you to hear. Picture Rome. A crowd of tens of thousands packed into stone. A man in the corner moves a finger. The crowd surges. Two gladiators enter. The animal roars. The crowd forgets famine, taxation, policy. The emperor signs away rights under the cover of applause. That's the tactic in pure form. Distraction while power consolidates. Fast forward. You're in your dim room. Your phone warms in your hand. A notification, a highlight reel, a scandal erupts, a new celebrity war. You scroll, you laugh, you share, you feel alive. Meanwhile, laws change, algorithms adjust, taxes are rearranged, freedoms are trimmed, and the structure of influence tightens around the few who move in silence. They know how to make you feel. They know how to entertain you until the only thing you can muster is outrage or laughter. And outrage substitutes for action. You click, they profit. You think you've done something, you haven't. They build your world by curating what you see. They slow drip narratives until your entire moral map rearranges. The spectacle becomes your scripture. This is not conspiracy, it's engineering, it's design, and it's everywhere. The mechanics of distraction, they use 5 fundamental levers. Learn them, name them. You cannot fight what you cannot see. 1. Emotion-first content. They don't inform you, they inflame you. Emotions bypass reason. Angry, scared, aroused, your brain stops thinking critically. Your dopamine spikes. You share, you comment. That fuels every algorithm that keeps you in the arena. 2. Repetition and normalization. Expose something enough and it becomes normal. Repeat a lie. It wears the face of truth. Show outrage so often that outrage becomes the default. Normalize a story over weeks and the real story loses ground. 3. Instant gratification loops. Design the feed to reward you immediately. A like, a share, a validation. Your attention is siphoned in seconds. Habits form. Your attention becomes a commodity the powerful sell. 4. Controlled outrage and false opposition. Stage conflicts that look like real fights, but that never threaten the structure. Make people argue over the surface while the foundation shifts unnoticed. The noise becomes a velvet curtain. 5. Symbolic spectacles. They turn politics into performance. A speech is dressed as war. A policy is dressed as compassion. Costume replaces content. You vote with feelings, not facts. These levers are the forge. They shape what you believe. They bend your perception, and they hide the real movements of power, money, law, infrastructure, and quiet deals. The bomb. How leaders use distraction to reshape power. Now hear this, the bomb that will change how you look at every story. When the crowd is loud, the room is empty. When the people are busy performing outrage, the rulers are rearranging the furniture. They do not need your consent when they have your attention. They only need to shape the narrative that keeps you compliant, convinced you saw the truth when you only saw the play. Leaders cultivate spectacles because spectacles function as permission. They tell themselves, if the crowd cheers, it must be right. So the show becomes the seal. This is the modern art of the invisible takeover. It doesn't look like a coup. It looks like entertainment. It looks like civility. It looks like progress. It looks like outrage theater. It looks like news. You are not merely a spectator. You are an asset. You are an asset whose attention is captured, measured, and sold. Your feelings become currency. Your outrage becomes fuel. And while you perform, the rules change. When they want to restructure elections, they broadcast drama. When they want surveillance expanded, they scare you. When they want to bury inconvenient facts, they feed you sensationalism. You are trained to watch what is shown, not to question what is hidden. That is the bomb. That is the theft. Examples woven into the story. I will not waste time with vague claims. Look, when the masses focused on a celebrity scandal, legislation that shifted market controls was passed with little debate. The cameras were on the spectacle while the ink dried on the law. When communities are outraged about a viral rumor, budgets for public infrastructure are quietly cut to fund glossy projects. The outrage monitors stream your revolution on repeat while the foundations crumble. When the feed feeds your fear, people trade rights for perceived safety. Surveillance grows. Privacy shrinks. People volunteer their freedom for comfort or entertainment. This happens in every modern theater. The corporate boardroom, the political chamber, the influencer echo chamber. The common thread: distraction is the muzzle that prevents the people from smelling the betrayal until it's sealed. If you want specifics, study any major reform that passed with little public knowledge while a dramatic event dominated the headlines. You'll find the pattern. Spotlight the spectacle, hide the clause. The psychology, why you fall for it. You may pride yourself on being awake, but the human brain has weak points. The same mechanisms that kept our ancestors alive now keep you scrolling. 1. Attentional bias. You focus where the noise is loudest. 2. Social proof. If others are engaged, you assume it matters. 3. Emotional hijacking. Your amygdala reacts, your prefrontal cortex sleeps. 4. Cognitive ease. Repeating stories means less mental effort. Repeated narratives settle. 5. Loss aversion. Fear of missing out pushes you into rapid responses. These biases are not moral failures. They are biological tools. But predators, rulers, and media engineers weaponize them against you. The ethos of the predator. How they think now, consider the predator. Not literal, but strategic. He calculates attention as supply. He knows the market price. He knows what to release and when. He uses scarcity, limited time outrage, urgency that short-circuits analysis, simplicity, reduce complex issues to memes that can be distributed, amplification, employ influencers and paid networks to multiply the message, misdirection, offer a visible target, hide the true hand, timing, synchronize spectacle with procedural moves. Predators are not always tyrants. Many are just rational actors who understand human limits. They are engineers of public focus. That's the problem. The world is designed by those who mastered attention. The rest obey. Lessons you must learn if you intend to keep your mind. This section is not comfortable. These are the rules you must live by to resist becoming prey. 1. Treat attention as your most valuable asset. Guard what you feed your mind. Limit news cycles. Choose depth over noise. 2. Demand context, not spectacle. When something inflames you, step back. Ask, what else is happening? What do I not see? Who benefits? 3. Why you force friction into your feed. Slow down, read long form. Seek primary sources, break the dopamine loop. 4. Learn the levers they use. No emotional triggers, repetition patterns, narrative framing. The moment you name them, they lose power. 5. Build mental immune systems. Meditation, silence, intentional boredom. These build resistance to stimuli. 6. Protect your time like money. Schedule consumption, ration outrage. The less you feed the arena, the less they can shape you. 7. Create alternative frames. If they set the frame, you react inside it. Reframe. Tell the better story quietly and persistently. Tactical precautions, exact, actionable. This is not philosophy. These are steps. Do them. 1. Create a news diet. Limit social media to 30 minutes daily. Pick 2 to 3 reputable long-form sources. Bookmark official documents for issues you care about. 2. Install friction. Turn off push notifications. Use read it later apps. Remove social apps from your phone home screen. 3. Use information triage. When you see a dramatic headline, wait 24 hours. Check 3 independent sources before reacting. Prefer primary documents over commentary. 4. Run a bias check. Ask, who benefits if I believe this? Who loses? Look for repeating narratives across unrelated outlets. Possible amplification. 5. Track policy moves separately. Watch government and corporate filings, not headlines. Subscribe to legislative tracking and watchdog newsletters. 6. Build community of rigorous conversation. Find people who value context. Practice debate with sources and citations, not just opinions. 7. Use deliberate silence. Schedule no media days. Train your mind to not react to every event. These are not spiritual platitudes. They are armor. Solutions. If you want to fight back, you're not helpless. You're not just a spectator. You can become a maker of frames. You can inoculate your circle. You can disrupt the arena. Solution 1. Teach media literacy locally. Start a local group, podcast, or YouTube series that shows how stories are framed. Use case studies. Teach children to verify. Solution 2. Build alternate networks. Use encrypted messaging and private newsletters to pass factual, sourced information. Create channels that reward deep reading, not shallow outrage. Solution 3. Hold institutions accountable. Publicly track the bills and budgets. Use FOIA and transparency tools. When policies sneak through under spectacle, expose the timeline, the signatures, the votes. Solution 4. Become a slow journalist. Publish long-form investigations. Reward depth with subscriptions and support. Be the counterweight. Solution 5. Elect or empower watchdogs. Support independent watchdogs and nonprofit newsrooms. They catch what the spectacle hides. Solution 6. Build resilient culture. Encourage rituals of silence, reflection, and serious civic education. If a culture prizes immediate feeling over deliberation, it will always be conquered by spectacle. These are practical, long-game moves. They take time. They take patience. They are not flashy. That's the point. Personal protocol, a 30-day discipline to break the arena. You want a program? Here it is. Do it. No excuses. Week 1, cut the feed. Remove social apps from home screen. No news first thing. No media before 10 a.m. Replace morning scroll with cold exposure or exercise. Week 2, build friction. Turn off notifications. Use a read-only feed for news. Delay reaction. Wait 24 hours before sharing. Week 3, deep dive. For any major story, find the primary source. Read it. Annotate. Create a 2-page summary of what actually changed. Policy, law, budget. Week 4, share the skill. Teach one person your protocol. Start a small newsletter or voice note series summarizing unseen moves once a week. Do this for 30 days. You won't be the crowd anymore. You'll smell the play. The ethical edge. Power with principle. This work is not licensed to be ruthless for ruthlessness' sake. The predator I admire is principled. You must define your line. If you want to beat the manipulators, do not become them. Use clarity, not lies. Expose interest, don't manufacture fear. Build influence ethically. Let your end justify your method only if your method honors your code. Power without principle returns to bite you. The most dangerous predator knows his limits. Final field manual. Questions to ask every time you see a spectacle. When the next outrage floods your feed, ask 1. Who benefits? 2. What is the distraction? 3. What policy or decision is happening quietly? 4. Who is amplifying it? Paid actors? Botnets? Influencer networks? 5. What part of the story is missing? 6. Will this require my immediate emotional reaction or a measured, sourced response? If you can answer these faster than others, you win the informational battle. Not because you're smarter, but because you train to see what they hide. They will always make a show. That's their comfort. Spectacle is cheaper than argument. You have 2 choices: participate as currency or become the smith who shapes your own focus. Stone by stone, build a fortress of attention. Discipline your feed, harden your mind, teach your circle, turn outrage into inquiry, turn entertainment into choice. This is how freedom survives, not through noise, but through stubborn, disciplined thought. The crown goes to those who rule their own gaze. If you want to be free, start by taking your attention back. Forge silence into armor. Make the spectacle meaningless to you. Then act, quietly, deliberately, and with the full weight of truth. Become the predator of your own distractions, not the prey of someone else's designs. You were warned. Now choose.